And we are here with Reverend Peyton from the Rev Peyton and his big damn band. And we met over the phone a while ago, and couldn't wait to get a chance to see you. Here we are at Dell Fest number 11, 2018.
Is this the 11th Dell Fest?
This is the 11th.
Wow, I didn't realize it's been going on that long.
And you say you've been to a few of them already.
Yeah, I think this is our third one we've done.
Nice,
nice. We did two like almost in a row, and then we haven't been back for a few years. So it looks like it's a bigger event than it used to be.
Oh, it's huge, and the interesting thing is we just had a tremendous storm here, and there are puddles all over, and we came to my RV here to do the interview, and it was not easy. It was not easy.
It's flooded.
It was not an easy thing, that's for sure.
There's a river running through where we had to go.
Yeah, but what I did notice, though, is the amount of fans wearing the Reverend Peyton and his big damn band shirts, at least seriously a dozen folks, and that was just on the path that we took. So that was quite impressive. I mean, I know there are people all over that are your fans, but they came out, they saw you, they were coming out of the woodworks. They were like, you know, it was very, very cool, very cool. Now, first off, I just want to ask you right off the bat, you got a new album out now, right?
Yeah, we have a new album out. It's called Front Porch Sessions, and it's become our most successful record to date. And you know, it was kind of interesting because it was sort of a stripped down record. And you think, well, how could the big damn band strip down anymore? But it's stripped down. There's a lot of songs just me and a guitar. But you know, people really responded to it, but it just got us fired up for recording. So we went back in the studio, and we have another record that's coming out October 5th. It's going to be called Pour Until Payday, and it's the best thing we've ever done. It's really cool. I can't wait for people to hear it.
I know that when you get on stage, the place goes crazy. You're more of a, if anything, a live band that's just got to be seen.
Yeah,
got to be experienced.
You know, part of it, there's a couple things. One, we believe in putting on a show.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, on the record, you know, people don't believe that all of that is really done by me on the guitar.
Right.
You know, they don't believe it. You know, they think, oh, there's a bass player and there's the rhythm guitar. They don't believe that all of that is done by me. Because on the records, I do it the same way I do it live. I do it live to tape on the records. You know?
Right.
So, you know, like this next record we're doing is, you know, there's no technology on this thing newer than like 1959. I mean, it's you know, it's pretty awesome. You know, it's like it comes out at you like one of them old 45 RPM records. You know, so I, you know, when it's all said and done, you know, I think, you know, seeing it live helps to solidify that. Once you've seen it and then you go in and listen to it, I think then you know, but I try to make music too that, you know, you can just listen to. You don't have to know that all that is done by me.
Well, where was this recording made?
It was recorded in Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah, this is a studio we worked with a lot, and it's an old church that sits next to an old graveyard and shaded by the oldest tulip poplar tree in Indiana.
Wow.
And it's down in southern Indiana in the hills, and it's a very, very, I don't know, mystical kind of place.
Right.
And you know, the old church sanctuary just sort of, you know, it just kind of howls in there in the best way.
Well, when you're making these albums, are you walking into the studio with them already arranged and put together, or are you doing part of it?
Yeah, no, we pretty much know. When we get in the studio, we're rehearsed.
Yeah.
And you know, partly it's just because I mean, that's the way I like to do it. I don't like to go in there and kind of fly by the seat of my pants. But also, too, you know, a band like us, we can't afford to go in and just jack around the studio. You know, we have to know what we're doing. Just get in there and do it right the first time. You know what I mean?
How long does it take to put out an album?
Well, to get it all, I mean, like to record it, you know, we can record a record in just a few days, but to get it out, it takes a while because, you know, after you record it, you have to master it. You have to do the artwork, promo photos, you have to do music videos, you've got to get all those kinds of ducks in the row behind the scenes. There's actually a lot more effort beyond that than most people, I think, would realize. You know,
how many albums do you have out so far?
I think 8 or 9.
And you notice a big difference from the first one till now when putting it together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our first early records, like they were like field recordings.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just we used early stuff. I mean, they were like field recordings. I mean, you know, we've come a long way in making records. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And your fans are just tremendous. I really, walking through with you, I got to tell you, I've done that this whole weekend. I'm finding artists, and each one of them is great in their own right, you know, but no one was recognized like you. I mean, it was really tremendous, you know.
That's cool. You know, we're lucky. You know, we never had a big major label get behind us. We never had a big rich benefactor. We never had a song in a big movie.
Right.
We've never had you know, a breakout hit on the radio. Everything's just been one fan at a time at the shows.
And
that's
here at Dell Fest, there's a, for people who don't know, it's about Dell. I mean, there's so much love for Dell. Everyone's, you know, and I'm right there too, you know. Mm-hmm. And here today, it was Reverend over here, man, and they all got the Reverend shirts on.
I'm on Team Dell too, but
yeah, I know.
Del McCurry is a literal national treasure.
Absolutely.
And you know, I think, you know, people here know that and understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's you know, and he really is that person that he is on stage, and he's just a great human being. I'm real lucky to know him and be here and know his family.
Yeah,
his boys are awesome people.
Yeah, they're men. They're like the best. We call them boys, but
I know.
They're men.
I know. They're all like 15 years older than me, but they're like, I mean, maybe the best pickers on planet Earth too.
Oh, there's no doubt.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
You can't watch them and not think.
No, you're just floored. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
God, you just watch them and you're floored. You just can't believe what you're seeing.
That's true. Well, what about when you're on the road? You guys, you travel a lot, right?
Yeah.
You guys are like, how often? Just
like 200. We do 200 dates a year.
Yeah.
And it's
where's home?
Well, home is Bean Blossom, Indiana.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
About a mile from the Bill Monroe Park.
Wow.
In Brown County, Indiana.
Oh, that's
in the
nice.
hills of southern Indiana.
Is that where you grew up, or is it just?
I grew up in Indiana. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And you know, and I was just talking with Dell right before we came here, you know, about the history of that place. You know, I mean, there's tons of music history about, you know, where we come from. So
right. Yeah.
it's you know, a lot of people don't know. You know, there's these certain like subcultures, these places, like here in Cumberland, Maryland. You know, I told someone I'm in Cumberland, Maryland today, and they're like, "Oh, you eating crab?" I go, "Not in Cumberland, Maryland."
No, that's not what this is.
No, that's not this place. This is Appalachian, man.
Yeah.
And they were like, I'm like, no, look at a map.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of stuff where, you know, people don't realize. You know, it's like I've had people say like, "Well, you sound like you're from Kentucky," and it's like, "Well, you ever looked at a map?" I'm like, "I'm south of some of Kentucky, man. I mean, you know, that river goes up like this, and you know, it's like I'm down in the boot of Indiana." You know.
Well, where we are right now is on the border of West Virginia. You could literally throw a rock from the Grand Stage area, you know, and be in West Virginia. But anyway, let's go quick because you're on such a time limit. We got someone coming by to pick you up. If the people only knew all what's going on behind the scenes.
I know.
Your footwear is not.
No, I got my stage shoes on. I don't have my hiking boots on. So.
Yeah. So now the band, tell us how the band got together and how that all, like, how you started out.
Well, I mean, I've been playing since I was 12 years old, and Breezy and I got together. We started playing together, and Breezy and I have been, we'll be married next week it'll be 15 years.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
And we've been on the road full time doing nothing but this for 12. And we've been to 37 countries in 48 of the 50 states.
Awesome. Wow. And you have someone else in the band too, right?
Yeah, Max on the drums.
Right,
Yep.
And how long has he been around?
He's been with us 5 years.
Right, well, that's pretty long.
Yeah. You know, well, it's a tough life, man. People don't realize how hard it is, you know, and especially the way we do it, because it's all grassroots, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't have a lot of help other than our fans.
Yeah.
You know, our fans are who help us. You know, we don't have a ton of, you know, we can't afford those $50,000 publicists.
Well, when we were coming here, and we had to like kind of sneak in to the main area because they didn't, you know, but you didn't have to because they, you know, they just see who you are, and as we're rushing to get here, people wanted to stop to have you take pictures and all, which that was just awesome, man. That was great. Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's nice to, you know, you feel like you have friends everywhere. You know?
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure. That it's all about the music, you know. Because if the music didn't deliver,
well, I wouldn't do this anymore if it ceases to be about that, man.
So how do we find you online?
Everything Big Damn Band. BigDamnBand.com,
Right.
Facebook /Big Damn Band, Instagram /Big Damn Band.
Right.
Our YouTube is Big Damn Band Official. So
Okay.
it's just look up Big Damn Band and you can find all that.
Right.
DAMN Band.
Okay, and you're going on at what time now?
4:35,
All right,
which
well,
is real
it's,
soon.
It's 4 o'clock
They're
now.
probably out there waiting on me.
So yeah, we better go. Well, anyway, thank you so much. We're gonna check out Big Damn Band. We're gonna tell everyone to go check out all the shows because that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, and we're all over the world in the coming next 6 months.
You're not gonna get the amount of people that are here for you when there's. At any given time here, there's a dozen bands playing, and a lot of them are from. You see the Congress that they had?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you. Now
All
appreciate
right.
it.
All right.